Happy end of 2024, everyone. We tested a lot of recipes this year, and I feel like there was just, I mean, there were some that were just awful, but there were so many good ones. And so I did a video like this last year, and I actually did a video like this last week of the top roundup of all of the kitchen gadgets that we tested this year in like one video. And I did a recipe one last year. You guys really liked it. And so I'm back for a full year 2024. These are the best recipes that I tested this year. Just in case maybe you missed a video or two, or maybe you're new and you haven't seen these. Let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the longer videos. We're just gonna dive right into maybe a controversial one, and that is the cookie croissant. In particular, the mini egg cookie croissant. Starting with the croissants, which is why I really loved this recipe, because the croissants already done. These, by the way, are the ones from Costco. If you have not tried the Costco croissants, oh, you are missing out. They are so soft and like perfect for sandwiches for kids for school. It's amazing. We have our pan, parchmented. We're gonna hack into 3 of these. 3 recipes, 3 croissants. That is science. That is not science. That is math though. Look at these. You can't tell me those do not look absolutely incredible. They're so soft, so freaking good, Costco. Now onto the cookie dough. Now I'm just doing this Pillsbury stuff because all of my cookie dough is frozen. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be delicious. So I seem to do like a log of it in the middle, like a big long cookie. She says double checking. Yeah. Kind of like really get in there with some cookie. Then we're gonna put some cookie on top. Here, one in the middle, and one on the edge over here. Done. But are we done? Are we done? Feel like we're not, because now comes in the seasonal favorite, mini eggs. And these ones, I don't know if you watched, wait, did I upload that video yet? Oh no, I haven't. Get ready, because you're in for a treat. Some stuff exploded. That's it, that's the only hint I'm giving though. But anyway, I can't eat the regular Cadbury mini eggs, so I eat the eggy version. These ones don't have nuts in them, or may contain or whatever. Now I need my little mallet thing. And in case it wasn't clear, I'm going to be making Cadbury mini egg cookie croissant. Now I'm gonna do it on the ground over here, hang on. It's in a bag, it's fine. It's like no one needs to hear the hammering, you know? I lied, these don't want to be hammered at all. I'm gonna have to cut these. All it's doing is like the shell is kind of like chipping off. Maybe the eggy ones are different. The eggy ones say no, it's fine. I'll just chop you individually. I have all the time in the world chopping eggies. What is this? Ah, it's mine. Oh no, haha, mine. These are delicious. Freaking love mini eggs. I think this and the cookies and cream bars, those are probably my 2 favorite in terms of like chocolate bar candy things. Oh my gosh, could you imagine cookies and cream mini eggs? Oh my gosh, that'd be so good. Hey Hershey's, I have an idea for you. No, I know it'd be a lot for manufacturing. I don't care. Also make it nut-free, please and thank you. People with nut allergies like to have chocolate too. Okay, feel like that's enough. I have no idea. Basically, again, my hands are clean, washed them. We're going to fold it into the cookie dough. Now, could you get a bowl and do this properly? You could. Am I gonna do that? No. Stop right now with your face. This is amazing. Are you kidding? I'm so excited. Oh, I was so close. I almost had enough. Just needed a wee bit more. Oh, now I did too much. It's fine, I'll just make cookies later. Okay, these are gonna go in the oven, cooking at normal cookie amounts of time. We'll be back to taste test. Oh boy, this is a work of art. I am stupidly excited about this. Christopher. What I did, I don't know if it's good, but I'm excited. Cookie croissant. Croissant.
I like those things.
I did it 3 different ways.
Okay.
So we have the classic, if you will, just cookie.
The classic cookie
the
croissant.
classic. Then we have it with the, you know, the Cadbury mini eggs. And it's not Cadbury mini eggs, it's the eggies.
Eggies, yeah,
It's the eggies.
the ones that may contain nuts.
Yeah, and then this one has brownie in the middle.
As God intended.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we need to start with this one, so.
Yep.
I mean, no one's mad about any of that. Still kind of gushy in the middle. I don't know if that's cooked. I'm sure it is.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. Okay, well,
Well,
have at her. Boop. No one should be allowed to make this. Who did this? Who are you?
Good.
That's really good.
that's better than it has any right to be.
It's kind of unacceptable.
The buttery flakiness of the croissant works really well with the
It works
cookie.
really well. Here, you can sit.
Thank you.
Sit with me. That is really tasty. All right, well, mini egg. I didn't do a very good pull on that one, but we all heard it. I'm so excited about this. Why is it still? It's better.
Might not have gotten very much mini egg. That was functionally no different here.
I feel like I put a lot in.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah, that's good too. I like the first one more.
Really?
No,
I think that's wrong.
that one was too chocolatey. It just tasted like chocolate.
So to me, I like it because it has the little bits of the candy, the crunch, but it's not an aggressive crunch.
I missed the flakiness of the pastry.
I think you're wrong, but here we go. Next one, the ultimate brownie cookie croissant.
For croissant.
Did you say croissant?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, come on. Do you see that thing? Whoa,
It's an experience.
that's too many things happening in my face.
Original, then brownie, then mini egg.
Unbelievable. See,
I mean, that's correct.
no, it's not.
But like successful as a concept overall.
At the end of the day, you can't go wrong with any of these.
Unfortunately, the best one was with some peanut butter in the middle. Yeah.
We can't do that
It
here,
is.
so I'm sorry. I really like it with the mini eggs. If you like mini eggs, the like little bits of crunch is nice. I didn't really like the brownie one, I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was just too chocolatey. I missed the croissant. I don't know, I'm covered in chocolate.
Original was the clear winner.
All right. I think the mini egg version is very tasty, but I mean, the original is also really good. There were a couple comments that made me really laugh, like the pitchfork one. It's really funny. Listen, we can't all have French pastries all the time. Also the comments on my cutting skills. I hear you and I appreciate you. I never feel in the moment like I'm gonna cut myself, and then I watch back the footage and I'm like, are you well, Rachel? Do you know how to cut? Are you Kendall Jenner? A lot of people really like the idea of using mini croissants, which I think is absolutely brilliant, like 100%, because the big one, it was too much, you know? Fun fact that I didn't know, apparently you can eat Pillsbury dough. I guess they've used like cooked flour or something. Anyway, I didn't know that. And they also don't have raw eggs, apparently. I haven't looked into this further, but that's what the comments say. The more you know. The next recipe I want to share is also a dessert. No one's surprised, I love dessert. And this one it really surprised me how good it is. And it's like a lemon cheesecake creme brulee filled Hawaiian roll. Just wait, hear me out, so good. We're gonna start with some Hawaiian rolls. These buns, by the way, are delicious. They're buttery, kind of, sort of sweet in terms of bread. First things first, I need to melt butter. You'll also note I don't have a microwave anymore, it's downstairs. All right, butter is currently melting. We're gonna start with 4 rolls. I feel like that is sufficient to like test this. Okay, I got butter. Now I need to brush it. Now I have one of those brush things. Where are you? Found them. So we are gonna take butter all over. She said this is what makes it taste like a deep fried donut. I'm gonna believe you. And she like really like laid it on, you know? Like do not skimp on the butter was what I was getting. And then we're gonna sprinkle with some sugar right on the top. Man, can you imagine me trying to work in a bakery? I'd be fired immediately. I'm gonna get a nice thick coating on here. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven for, so one thing says 5 minutes, one thing said 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go with 7. Maybe I'll start with 5. See how it goes. And while that does its thing, we have the filling. She took like a pre-made, I don't know, like a container of cheesecake filling. I've never seen that here, so I made some. It looks like this. This is a no-bake cheesecake. You know, cream cheese, sugar, you get it. And then to this, we are gonna be adding in some lemon curd. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of lemon curd because I didn't do the same amount that this recipe said and called for. I need to smell this. Lemony. And then lemon zest. And I am absolutely just eyeballing that. Beautiful. Mix that. Oh. It was aggressively long. That's my oven timer. We never use her. How are the rolls? I'd say more time. How does this taste? Needs more lemon. Might add some like lemon juice maybe. I'm not getting the like zippiness I want. Christopher?
Yes?
Can you come taste test this? I feel like it needs lemon, like lemon juice.
It's really nice. It has lemon zest, eh?
Yeah, lemon zest. Does it need lemon juice though? Like just a brightness? It's gonna be in the middle of like a heavy donut thing. I feel like it's like not lemony enough, but I like things super lemony, so I don't know. Like a splash?
If you're gonna do it, I would add a little at a time.
I'm not gonna do a ton. I was just gonna do like a little like.
I don't think it needs it.
All right.
If anything, I'd add a pinch of salt. That might wake the flavors up a bit. I think good.
All right, I'm gonna do both. Little pinch. Just a little couple of drops, you know? Yeah, that's what it needed. All right. Crispy rolls. I'll let those cool for a minute. Because the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stuff them. I'm really good at that. First things first, bag. Piping tip. And now we fill. All right, so now to fill. She kind of like went in with a butter knife on the side and kind of twisted around. And then we're gonna try to pipe this guy in. I genuinely don't know how pastry people do this because I have no idea how much just went in. Hopefully the right amount. I have to make way more of these. Hopefully they're good. Great, but are we done? No, we're not. Because over there, I have sugar and water. It's a cup of sugar and a third of a cup of water. Had that going for about 10 minutes. It's not as golden as hers is in the video, which I realized after. So probably should have done it for longer, but it is in essence what she did. So I'm just letting it like warm up a little bit. Then we're gonna put it back on here after we dip it in the sugar. We'll put a little lemon on top. Cute. Well, that warms up. I am going to doctor my coffee. By the way, does anyone recognize the sweater from the other channel? Who's with me on this one? Oh, so cute. Keeps falling off my shoulders a little bit, but like, I'm not mad at it. It's so stinking cute. Okay, sugar water is heated up. I did a little bit of Zemenlest. It's not what I meant to say. And then we're going to dip the top of these into the sugar water mixture. Don't let it get on you, and then put it here, and then sprinkle a little bit of the lemon zest on top. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be magical. I feel like I should have let my sugar water go for a little bit longer just to thicken up. If these are really good, then we can all learn from my mistake. With the lemon zest. And now we wait for that to harden. This is like I don't even know what to describe this. There's cream cheese in the middle though.
Okay.
So hold on, wait. Does it have the hard? No, it doesn't. Hers like set up and had like a little like crackle. Mine didn't crackle as much, but you can see I stuffed it like a cream cheese donut.
You could probably like put them in the broiler for a few minutes and
yeah, that's true.
Kind of like a creme brulee kind of thing.
That's true. Okay, well, I'll try.
Cheers. Yum. That is lemony.
I'm really excited about these.
That's very tasty.
Wait, that's really tasty.
Oh, you got way more filling in yours.
Oh, here, try some of mine. You probably got the one I started with, and I was like, I can't tell if anything's going into it. And then I just was like aggressive with it.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that good?
That's delicious.
Phenomenal.
Really nice.
Wow, these are really tasty. Yeah, you absolutely should. These are very tasty. Thank you. You definitely need to like really stuff them in, but I feel like this particular bun is quite forgiving. Like you can create space. I liked the teeny tiny drops of lemon, like actual lemon in there. That really brightens it up, and the salt was really nice with it too. It kind of brings everything together. These are really tasty. They're really good. So I think next time, sugar goes on for a little bit longer. Inside is absolutely amazing. If you can make your own like cream cheese filling, I'm sure that would be very tasty too. But the lemon, oh, the lemon. I bet this, I'm gonna say, would this be good with like a raspberry filling too? Like a raspberry cheesecake? The lemon is so perfect, I wouldn't want to change it.
With it, to be honest.
Like, lemon is just, it's so good. This is phenomenal. I am saving some of these because I feel like my children will really like them too. So good. So good. A lot of you had some really good tips, tricks, ideas using blueberries, using the Hawaiian rolls as like French toast, using croissant with the cheesecake filling. But most of you just wanted to tell me, just please stop using Ziploc bags, Rachel, and use proper pastry bags. I hear you. I keep meaning to do it, and then the day comes and I don't. I just keep forgetting. One day I will though. At the end of the day, I'm just really glad I convinced some of you to make it, because let me know if you did end up making it, because they were really good. Moving into the first savory recipe. I know, it has to be really special, like extra special for me to include a savory recipe. I just need that to be clear. These were so ridiculously good. I feel like I'm gonna say that about every recipe because I mean that's the whole point of this video. And they are air fryer garlic potato pops. And these are like mashed potato puffs, like little balls of mashed potatoes, and they're like coated in garlic butter. You can't tell me that would not be absolutely amazing. But what they did in the video was, you know, clearly making mashed potatoes. But I thought this is a brilliant way to like mix it up when you have leftover mashed potatoes, which I have right now, and I want to see if it's gonna work. So I mashed it. Ta-da! Half the recipe's already done. And now I need to mash in some cornstarch. The question is this going to be a good vessel for mashing? Yes. Yes, it is. The only obvious downside to this being that I don't know how much potato I have mashed, because in the recipe they call for 2 potatoes, or as my nieces call it, potatoes. How many potatoes are in here? Now I am gonna add the seasonings that they recommended, which is onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. I just don't know the amounts to put in, so start with that. That's some good mashing. I don't know if I would go out of my way to make this recipe with fresh mashed potatoes, but I would 100% do it with already pre-made mashed potatoes. And then we're gonna add in some cornstarch until it forms what she says is like a dough. I want a dough to form here. We'll start with that. Do you hear that? It's done. Hey, honestly, I hear you. Okay, hang on. Get that nice and sprayed down, no sticking. And then I also added more cornstarch to them, and I feel like this is like a good consistency. How big do I need to make these? Roll into balls. Helpful. I'm gonna make them this big. Little bite-sized guys. This is what I saw in the video anyway. Oh, they're so cute. There's no one here today either. I have no one to talk to. I mean, obviously we're chatting, but I can't hear you. I can read the comments after. Love doing that. Like, my sister's not here, Lo isn't here, B isn't here, Dib's not here, my mother-in-law's not here, my parents aren't here, Chris is on a call, children are at school, the other one's napping. Just out here all alone making mashed potato balls. Puffs, sorry. I don't want to overcrowd, but I also don't want just like a, you know, a small number of them. They're not gonna like puff up or anything. As long as they have room, like breathing room, you know? That's what I'm thinking, breathing room. Them out to the edges a little bit there. These are gonna go in the air fryer at, they said Celsius. It's 200 degrees Celsius, which I haven't done the conversions yet, but I'll put it on the screen. And it's so funny to me every single time I come across it, because I know Celsius. I use Celsius for looking at the temperature outside. Like, I know it, but cooking is always in Fahrenheit, and I don't know what it is. The only time I know Fahrenheit is for temperatures in an oven or degrees in a pool. Those are the Canadian rules, I don't make them up. We use kilometers instead of miles, but feet for measuring height. I have like just the tiniest bit of mashed potato left, and I'm trying to see if I can just stick it in there. Get them in. And I'm just like grabbing all the mashed potatoes out here, because every time I hit it on the side, I can hear my son like moving around upstairs, and I don't want him to wake up. I'm not ready to lose naps yet. I would like to hold on to those as long as humanly possible. Oh, come on. I can get one more in here, right? Let's get them in right there. Yeah, plenty of room. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna give them a good spray and into the air fryer, and basically it's 15 to 20 minutes, but you have to like shake them frequently. So they did form. They formed. Are they balls? No, they're not. So now I'm gonna drizzle it with some melted butter and garlic that I didn't not burn myself on. We're just gonna drizzle it on top until it's nice and coated, and then you wanna serve immediately. really good. That's really good. Bringing this back over. Yeah, that's so good. Christopher, I did a thing. Now, were they supposed to be round? Yes.
What do you have?
Potatoes. Potato.
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. It says put them in a stew.
You're too far away.
That's wrong.
What? Boil and mash and put them in a what?
Put them in a stew. It should be stick. I like
Boil
the
it.
shirt duck. Stick them in a stew.
All right.
So what you got there?
So it's the mashed potatoes and butter. I needed more cornstarch. That was my downfall. I thought it was doughy enough and it was not doughy enough. Also, obviously these have like butter and, you know, milk and stuff in there.
Almost nothing of that needs to change. Almost nothing.
Listen, that's why the butter's there. I put the butter on the side. You can dip it.
11 out of 10.
They're so good. I mean, if you're gonna have leftover mashed potatoes, this is 100% the way to go. Red's hot, of course.
I will make more mashed potatoes than we need so that we can make these, which are better. It just keeps getting better.
They are so good, so good. Because leftover mashed potatoes, I mean, you can make them work for sure.
Oh, they're good. Well, pan fried in butter?
Well, yeah, of course. Like if you pan fry them and you break up the crispy bits, that's really good. But these, I feel like this is a winner. This is a winner right here.
Worth making mashed potatoes on their own, to not have mashed potatoes, but then to make these. These are fantastic.
And that's what the girl did. And I was like, oh, she just made mashed potatoes just for this.
Yep.
Now I get it. She made mashed potatoes for this.
So hot sauce, great. On their own, great. Crumbled bacon and cheese,
What if-
incredible.
Wait, hold on. My brain. What if, you don't like sour cream, but like a sour cream dip with some parsley and stuff? And the bacon, obviously the bacon. Like just made a, whatever you put on top of.
Like a baked potato?
Yeah.
I mean, you could make this into a bowl, kind of. Like a, almost like a layered
But then you lose
bowl.
the crispiness. You need to have that, you need to like, this is like a serve right away kind of thing. I keep trying to like make these better, but genuinely, I don't think you can. They're just incredible. A little bit of like the flaky Maldon salt. So good.
You could do feta and chives on there. It'd be incredible. You could do ranch sauce drizzled over top. Oh, no, like a dill sauce, like a creamy dill. These are so good.
These are so amazing. You know what? I would really want these. I would pre-make them and have them ready to go in the air fryer. And then I would put them in the air fryer after the bar.
Say that as though either of us have been.
But that's what I would have wanted.
In some time.
The club is so different now. Did you know that Dib said that they had movies playing at the club? I know.
Why?
I don't know. Why weren't you dancing? Tell me, Gen Z out there, can you explain the bar to me?
Stay home and watch a movie.
Which is what I frequently did.
I mean, it's a good option. It's
It is a good option. So anyway, these are
really
delicious and I'm really excited about them.
Yeah, there's one for the road, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, you got to. Maybe two. Who's to
If
say?
you insist.
Yeah, well.
More Franks. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. This is so good. You need to make this one. Again, I always go to the comments because you guys have such great suggestions or ideas. Dipping them in gravy. 100%. Putting bacon and cheese in it? Yeah, absolutely. Although I don't know about the cheese in the middle. I feel like it might explode. I haven't tried that one. Or even, I don't know about potato and freezing, but one person said you could freeze them in like small balls. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've tried something like that before, because like I don't think I've frozen potatoes before. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe I need to try that. But now moving into recipe, what are we, number 4 now? I don't know how long this video is, but it must be really long. You've made it this far though, so congratulations. And we're back to sweet. Don't worry, everyone. We do have some more savories coming up though, so stay tuned. But this one shocked me because I wasn't expecting it to be as delicious as it is, and that is Jello Ice Cream. So we're gonna start with a bowl. This is a very, very big bowl. Will it fit with my... I just realized you could see that the whole time, just like hanging out in the side there. Will you fit in here? You will. You will do fine. We have a bowl, and now we need Jell-O. And the Jell-O I chose is peach, because I feel like peach and vanilla ice cream, that sounds awesome. Peaches and cream, are you kidding me? I think in the recipe she had strawberry and she put strawberry bits in it. I don't do bits in my ice cream unless it's like a cookie dough. I would have to make that from scratch because no one wants to make that nut-free. Come on, brands. Pull it together. I want to have cool ice cream too. Dump it all in there. Just a cloud of majestic. Whoa, look at how smoky that looks. How much water do you need? 1 cup of boiling water and then 1 cup of cold. Okay, all right, okay. 1 cup of boiling water. Beautiful. Then we need to mix it together so all of it's dissolved. You look dissolved. This is where we go off track a little bit because now I'm supposed to add in a cup of cold water, but instead of cold water, you add in the equal amount of ice cream. Brilliant. This is the ice cream that I can eat. End of list. All right, so we put in, always looks like the bottom of it. I'm like, did I put that wrong? Now everyone opens this differently. If you do boxed ice cream, sometimes people open it on the side. There's like a little thing where you can open it on the side. I open it on top because I've always done that. So that's it, that's all. We're gonna use this scoop, which is already kind of hot. That looks right. Ugh, aggressive splash sound, fun. Back you go. And now we blend it. Oh, it's so pink. All right, until combined. That looks combined. Okay, now we're gonna stick it in the fridge and you can put it in any vessel you want. You could put it in a square pan. You could put it in a bundt cake thing. So that's what I'm doing. I wanna know if it's gonna set in the fridge and so that I can like turn it over. Like, will it look majestic? I don't know. There's not a lot in there, and I understand that, but just for science. So now I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge until it's set. Oh, that's set. That's so set. Yeah, that's so set. I wonder if I kind of like very, very gently kind of encourage it to leave the side, maybe I can get it to like just come out, you know? So I think even if I turn it just like upside down, I don't think it'll do its thing, you know? Will you just come out? That's a no. I feel so strongly that this could look really pretty and I wanna give it a fighting chance, you know? Okay, I've butchered the sides like a little bit, but maybe it'll come out this time. I think it came out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh no! I'm so sorry. It is the wrong color and it is not, oh my gosh, it looks so bad. But really, at the end of the day, what's most important is that it tastes good, right? Stop. Wait a minute. So you've been meaning to tell me that for all these years, I've been making Jell-O like a chump, just making it with cold water, and I could have had this delicious, creamy Jell-O concoction? I'm so mad. This is so good. Oh, this is the only way. This is the only way. And I know there's probably something is twinging in my brain that I've done something like this with Cool Whip before, but like it's nowhere. It's not even comparable. And the peaches with it, the peaches and cream, it looks disgusting, but oh my goodness, do I recommend this. Wow. It makes Jell-O feel hollow. Is the best way I can describe it. It's like Jell-O, but like has this like more in-depth creaminess to it that is just absolute perfection. 100%. Now, is this Jell-O ice cream or is this more like ice cream Jell-O? I think it's that, but it is unbelievable. It is so good. Go and make this like right now. This does not take long to like set either. It's been like a couple hours. Oh, yeah, this is good. I think my favorite comment was someone said that me not picking the blue raspberry was the twist they could not have predicted. Listen, I hear you, I see you. I should have, and I mean like it's the only flavor. That and lime. Lime is also good, but like those are the two flavors. But yes, you are 100% correct. Another good one was when I took it out of the bundt pan, it looked like a mutant shrimp creature. Listen, I get it. I get it. It was kind of gross looking, but it's so good. I am gonna actually try dipping the bottom of the pan into warm water. Someone had suggested that before releasing it. I think that's just smart. And then it'll help it to hopefully release it a little bit easier, so thank you. The next recipe is another savory one, and this one was one that at the time was a little too spicy, but we have since adjusted it since we've been continuing to make it, and that's Gochujang noodles. So currently over here, I have water on to boil, and we have our pan here on medium low. We're gonna start by melting 4 tablespoons of butter. Oh, just look at that butter content. No one is mad at this. Once this is getting nice and melty, we're gonna be adding in a lot of garlic. So much garlic was chopped. So now we're adding in 12 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. And I'm basically just gonna be frying up the garlic in this butter until it's nice and fragrant. Oh, and also to this, we need to add in what they said is a generous pinch of salt. No, they didn't even say pinch. They said season generously with salt. Generously, generously. I hope you're enjoying just me dragging buttery garlic around. It smells really good though. I'm trying to take it to a place of softness. We don't want it brown, so I'm just like, I'm watching it because it turns brown like that. I can already see a little bit, but it doesn't feel, does it feel soft? Now I'm questioning myself. You know what is a recipe that's like not yours and so you're trying to follow it so precisely? Like I'm sure if I made this all the time, you just know what to look for. All right, feels like they're softening up a bit. So now we're gonna add in some other stuff. We're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of gochujang paste. This is like a red chili paste. That all in there. A 1/4 cup of sherry vinegar or rice vinegar. And a 1/4 cup of honey. Ooh, so pretty. And now we're gonna turn up the heat. We want this to reduce down significantly. So I brought this up to medium high for about 2-3 minutes and then we'll check back when it's reduced down. Okay, we're plated. Look at that. Wow, I had chicken from yesterday, so I just added that because again, this is lunch. But I put it on the side in case, like just because I wanted to taste this first. I forgot to mention when it was done, I put the noodles in with the pasta and I added another 2 tablespoons of butter and a little bit of the pasta water and just like stirred it up. Christopher, I have lunch and it smells incredible.
I can actually smell that.
Good for you.
I know, right?
I know.
That's really nice.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the #1 recipe apparently.
The #1 recipe.
According to sources, the #1 recipe in 2023.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do this without getting it all over my shirt because
Nicely coated.
my guess is this is going to stain.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Need salt.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, maybe a bit. Nice flavor. It's sweet and spicy.
That's the thing. Like the honey is such an interesting combination with it. It's spicy, but it's like mellowed out with the warmth of the honey.
It's really good.
Okay, would you have this with the chicken though?
Yeah, I just took a bite with the chicken. That's good. It's really good. I like that. I like this, but it feels like a little too much heat for you would have been my guess.
I think that's, so like if I was gonna eat a whole bowl of this, I would want it a hair less spicy because I am a big baby when it comes to spice. I like spice, but I want like a wee bit of it.
I wonder if you could make it with a bit of heavy cream just to kind of cut the spice, just like wildly non-traditional, but that would help.
Yeah. Or just a little bit less of the paste.
Less of the paste. Yeah, I like the flavor.
This is really good though. I really like it. I loved all the comments validating Christopher's thought of adding cream to it. We have done that and it is very delicious and it does tone down some of the spiciness too, but we've adjusted some of those like ingredients in there as well and made it a little bit more palatable for myself personally. But it's a really good recipe. If you love spicy things, I highly recommend it. And believe it or not, I have another savory recipe. And this one, if you have been watching for any amount of this year, you would know I have talked ad nauseum about this particular recipe. It was from our 5-minute recipes video where I would test out to see if 5-minute recipes can be made in 5 minutes. And one of the recipes was this like buffalo chicken dip. I have not stopped making it since this day. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna prep things, but I'm gonna pull all of the ingredients out. I feel like that's fair because I don't know the recipe. So we need chopped or shredded chicken. I have that here. It's not ready though. We need cheese. We need like a buffalo sauce. We need ranch seasoning. And I know you can buy ranch seasoning. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I made it in advance, which again feels reasonable. What else do I need? Cottage cheese, chicken, green onions. That's the other thing. Look, green onions and cottage cheese. We need a 1/4 cup. And we need a tablespoon. So I'm pulling out for now, that feels reasonable. So the video that I watched, she was kind of pre-making a whole bunch of this, which I can see being really helpful. And it didn't look like it took her a long time to do that. But again, this is why we're here, we're gonna find out. Okay, start. So we're gonna start by taking some cottage cheese and we're going to blend it. You don't need a lot because again, I'm only doing 1 serving. She did say that what you can do is just use an immersion blender in the actual container because obviously she makes this a lot. So I'm gonna do this over here where my blender is. That's good enough. Oh my gosh, I wasted so much time on that. Chicken. Now, she said to shred it or chop it. I would prefer shredded myself personally, but I feel like this is gonna take a long time. Now, could I have done this before the timer? I could have, because I mean, you could just shred a whole bunch of chicken all at once and then just dump it in, and that could be the 5 minutes. I didn't, because I wanted to see if I could do it. I hope everyone's guessing in the comments if I'm gonna make the timing or not. Okay, what else do we need? We need the ranch seasoning. Got that, done. We need hot sauce or buffalo sauce or whatever. That's good enough. Now we need to scoop this out, which is mostly in the other thing. It's all over my hand. How am I supposed to get that out? How? Tell me how. Video is just gonna be chaos. Okay, let's pretend that's good enough. Mix that together. Mix, 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 mix. So that's looking like that. It's looking great, smelling great. Now we're going to grate, see what I did there? Some cheese. Christopher, I need you to microwave something again. This is what I get for moving my microwave to the basement.
You can see how my day's going to be spent.
Microwave boy.
Do I have to do it in 48 seconds?
Well, I mean, we're not gonna make it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna pretend, because again, Christopher has to go all the way to the basement for this. And in case you're wondering, why, Rachel? Why do you have a microwave in your basement and not upstairs like a normal person? It's because we needed a range hood up here because our fan wasn't working well. Sorry, need is a strong word there. Christopher wanted to have a range hood, and so in order to have the range hood, we had to get rid of the microwave. And then I didn't want to have a microwave out on the counter because we already have 40 million appliances out that you can't see right now. Well, honestly, we came pretty close. I guess keep going. See how much over. At least we can like taste test this one, I feel like. You know what? That's not bad. Thank you so much, Christopher. That was like 30 seconds over.
All right.
For like not knowing the recipe, that's like not bad. You want to taste test it with me?
Yeah, kind of. If I'm gonna put in all the legwork.
Well, exactly. Wait, I need more green onion. Oh no!
Oh no, cheers.
Cheers.
Good.
That's good.
It doesn't need more salt because the chips are salty.
I know you want another one.
I do.
Those are really good. It's supposed to be high protein, like lunches and stuff that she does. Okay. And she does like a whole bunch of them, and then you just microwave them when you need to. This would be such a good lunch. I'm like really excited about this.
You could even kind of throw that over a bed of lettuce or something, have it as a salad.
You can put it on a sandwich. Technically. I like it best with the chips.
That's delicious.
I'm just gonna blend up the rest of the cottage cheese and make this again because it's delicious and I never know what to eat for lunch. I'm not a big like, I'm gonna make a big salad or I'm gonna make a big sandwich. I like snacky things. This feels snacky, but I'm also gonna be full and not just scrounging for crackers all day. I like this. This is delicious. Full on interrupting myself in this video because I need you to understand how much I actually love this dip. So much so that I have bought extra chicken and bought more cottage cheese. And now my family is obsessed with it. I love this recipe so much, I can't get enough of it. I've made it like 4 times since filming this. And it's because I ran out of cottage cheese. So that is all. Just needed to share that information. If you have not made this recipe yet, highly recommend it. It is unbelievable. It is such a good recipe. And I saw someone, I haven't tried this yet, but using it like as a lettuce wrap would be really good too. I've just been using like scoopable Tostito tortilla things. It was really good. I don't know what else to say. No notes. It's phenomenal. Yeah, this is a weird one. So this is supposed to be like a little snacky thing. If you love a martini or love the flavor of a martini, like this is supposed to emulate it a little bit. So we got the salt and vinegar chips, we have olive, and we have blue cheese. It's basically just like a stack and snack. Stack and snack. I don't know what made me do that. Why did I do that? Oh, the vinegar. I mean, I guess technically I will time this, but it's not gonna take 5 minutes. All right, go time. Hey, you know who might really like this? Christopher.
Yeah.
I have another recipe thing. This time you don't have to go and microwave anything. This is a snack that's supposed to taste like a martini. It's supposed to be pretty straightforward.
Olives, that tracks.
Yeah, olives, blue cheese, and then salt and vinegar chips.
Okay, so vinegar for like the gin, I guess. Blue cheese for the vermouth, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just here to see if it's delicious. I don't know why I'm even timing this. This is like, why? Why bother?
If you go under on this one, can you allocate that time to a different recipe?
Well, that's what I said, but they haven't gotten back to me yet, so I don't know yet. Now, I don't know if they put a whole olive on or not. I feel like half is enough.
These are big olives.
How much does one put on? Is that enough? I'm
That's
not really
reasonable.
I'm not against blue cheese, but I'm not like out of my way to have some. Oh, thank you. We did it in much less time.
Half the time.
And I was opening packages. Cheers. It's so much salt.
I mean, it's a nice mix of flavors. I'm not sure I buy Martini. I mean, obviously the olive's the olive, but I'm not getting other Martini flavor, but like, that's tasty.
Yeah, in terms of a bite, like it's, you know who might really like, Whenever I think of salty snacks like this, I think of Lo. But how does Lo feel about olives?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know how she feels about, Lo, how do you feel about olives? Because
Okay.
do I have a snack for you?
Have another one?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of flavor profile, that just like flew off into oblivion. I'm gonna cut the amount of olive down because it really was super dominant in terms of flavor. And I'm curious if I do less, is that gonna be better? Because it's a better mix.
The creaminess of the blue cheese played. At first, I didn't really get the funkiness of it until the end.
This is a better profile, try that. You really only need a quarter of an olive per chip, depending on how big your chips are. But like the vinegar and the salty brininess of the olive, the creaminess of the cheese, it's a little funky, the crispness of the, like, I get it. If you like salty snacks and none of these flavors offend you, I would go out and get this stuff right now because I think you'll really like it.
I think it's really good. I mean, I could see doing it at, kind of a dinner party type thing, having a plate of these assembled or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good.
It's really tasty.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat these last chips.
Yeah, absolutely, as you should. That was phenomenal. I'm not, in case you didn't know this, a very big salty snack girl. However, something about this I really enjoyed, like the flavors all kind of went together. It wasn't just like a hit of salt, but there was like a lot of different flavors going on there that really came together. That was actually quite nice. I like that. A couple of you recommended not making just like a single chip, but making an actual dip for a chip, which is, well, yeah, that makes way more sense than what I did. I saw cottage cheese mixed with blue cheese with some olive or olive tapenade or something like that mixed in and using that. I haven't tried it yet, but that is on my to-do list as well. It's the dirty martini dip and the bell peppers with the buffalo chicken dip in. You guys have so many good ideas. I've been like scribbling them down. What's next on the list? I'm glad you asked because at the time of testing this, I was like it's fine. I would rather have it in a different format, but I ended up eating the entire thing myself and then making it again. And that is the key lime yogurt bark. I saw key lime, I saw protein, I saw graham crackers. Sold. Got all the ingredients in advance, got our prep going. All right, we're ready. This is fairly straightforward. We're gonna start with a scoop of protein powder. This is, I know there's like 4 million different flavors out. All I have is vanilla. I don't use it enough to justify buying a whole bunch of different flavors. But if you have one that's more limey, maybe that's good, I don't know. So I'm gonna put this in. They said just to like mix it all together. And something about this just doesn't feel right to me. So I want to try and dissolve this first with some of the lime juice and some of the yogurt, maybe a little bit of milk before I throw everything in. Because otherwise we're gonna get grainy bits and that's gross. I'm gonna take some lime juice, I'm gonna pop it in here. I'm not doing the amount that they had called for. And the reason is because I found key lime yogurt. Yeah, so I figured instead of 3.5 tablespoons with regular yogurt, I'm doing 1 tablespoon with key lime yogurt. Makes sense in my brain. Pop that in. Then maybe a splash of milk. Yeah, oh yeah. This is not gonna dissolve otherwise. Dissolve is just like, that's not the right word, but just mix together. Honestly, that's looking pretty good. Pretty proud of myself. Should probably use a whisk though. Pop in some more yogurt. Now this is smooth and I don't have to worry about there being like a ton of yogurt in here and it's just like there's probably a grainy ball of protein powder somewhere in there and I'm never gonna find it. Beautiful. Then we have 2.5 cups of yogurt. I'm not normally a big fan of the smell of yogurt, but this one kind of smells kind of limey. It's kind of nice. My goal at the end of this is to try and convince my yogurt hating children, not all of them, 2 out of 3 though, to eat it because technically it's frozen. So I haven't thought this through, but that's where I'm going with that. 2 tablespoons. Do a little bit less just because the key lime is kind of sweetened. Woo tails. Got the lime juice, got the sweetener, vanilla extract. Yeah. But they basically want like a splash. They want like a teaspoon. It's teaspoony. Now, how much zest do we need? A tablespoon of zest. That's a lot of zest. I'm just gonna do this until it feels right. That's where I'm going with it. You just gotta keep moving it. You don't want the pith in it, which is the white stuff, because that stuff is bitter. You don't want bitter. Anyone else desperate for snacks for their children during summer break? Oh my gosh. Super duper. This does not feel like enough. I feel like I'm going to need another lime. To be honest, if this does not taste limey, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, let's start with that. Give it a mix. Taste test. Tastes pretty good. Needs more lime. This scooch. Now we just put it on a baking sheet. Spread it out. Painting away silently. That feels good. Now for the fun part. We're gonna sprinkle on some crushed up graham cracker crumbs. They said 2/3 of a cup. Graham cracker crumbs. Check. Now we have toasted coconut. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. Anyone else put toasted coconut in oatmeal? It is delicious. I would highly recommend it. Want lots of toasted coconut. Wow. Okay. Then more lime on top. That's not enough. I want it more green on top. Need another lime. My lime is downstairs. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful in its own way, you know? And now this is gonna go in the freezer for like 2 to 3 hours and then we can taste test. It is solid. So I think we can like break it apart now and like try it. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Look at how big it is. It melts down quick though. You gotta keep it in the freezer. My teeth are so sensitive. Christopher, do you want to come try this? I think the flavor is good, but it's too cold on my teeth. It's like key lime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very limey. It's a lot to bite into. It's like biting into a popsicle, like a creamy popsicle. You have to bite.
I'm trying to let it
melt.
I was just gonna say I'm letting it melt because I'm wondering if I would like it better as a popsicle, and I think I would.
I think yes. Really nice lime flavor.
That is good. Thank you. And the coconut, while I love toasted coconut, I don't love the chewiness with this, but this would be very good, like the base of it as a popsicle. I think that would be phenomenal. That would be my takeaway. Don't make it like this. Turn it into a popsicle though. It's really good. It was just something nice to snack on. I don't know. I kept reaching for it. I really liked the flavor of it. And I made another batch. Exactly, I didn't even make it in popsicle form. I made it the same way. Connor also was a big fan of it. My other 2 don't really like yogurt, but Connor was a big fan. And it's pretty easy to make and it's easy, like little snack size things to like just grab and go. No notes, it was delicious. I do apparently need to learn how to use my zester. I didn't know this. Someone was saying if you hold it and you zest, then the zest comes into the top of it and then you can see how much zest you have before you dump it in. Sometimes you come across stuff like that and you're like, oh, well, yeah, of course, that should be how you do it. I was always doing it the wrong way. This is how we learn, this is how we grow. Next up is a recipe that not only did I find very delicious, but my children found really delicious and just demolished immediately. 2 ingredients, and that is pumpkin donuts. I had to get a whole frickin' pan for this thing, but now I can make donuts more. She said, knowing she would never make donuts again. I'm gonna make this easy on myself and we'll bring it out, Francesca. Franny, where you at? Franny, how you feel? I feel great. Okay, this feels pretty straightforward. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen the KitchenAid? That's like the green and wood one. Oh, so pretty. Pumpkin, golden cake mix. Spilled that everywhere. Cake mix. Boom. Pumpkin next. Is anyone carving pumpkins this year? Let a girl know. Because every year we do it, and I feel like Chris ends up doing all of them. Ooh, and they want us to pipe it into the thing. That makes good sense. Rescoop. Gotta finesse the edges. All right, now they want us to pipe it. Fancy. I mean, it won't look fancy when I'm done with it. I feel like we don't need to be cute with this. It doesn't need to be really, really thin. This is so much easier. I literally turned on my oven the moment I sat down to film. Do you know why? Because it took like 20 minutes to get it up to temperature. It wasn't even when I started, it was before. That's nuts. Oven, pull it together. I'm gonna try and do one that is just smooth all the way around. Maybe that will look better once it's cooked up, you know? I feel like I ran out of steam at the end. Dang it, I have to ruin it anyway. Maybe I'll just smooth it out after, it's fine. My children, I'm trying to think of which of my kids likes pumpkin pie. No, actually what I was trying to figure out was which of my children will eat this donut? Because I was thinking, pumpkin's a strong flavor, but then I remembered, I think Luke likes it. And every time I say that, every time I say Luke likes something, I immediately go to the Fox and Socks. Luke looks likes. Luke duck looks like. Last one. Okay, they look great. So these are gonna go into a 400 oven for how long? 8 to 10 minutes, there you go. I'm gonna smooth a couple of these out. I'm just gonna see if that makes a difference. Then we're gonna go on to the next one. For the icing, I'm just gonna make it just super straightforward. Just a ton of icing sugar and a little bit of milk. Granny, we need to get you again. Look how cute these are though. Adorable. Will they taste good is the real question though. Okay, well let me get this to icing form. Camera wasn't recording. I got the consistency right and I did white icing and now I'm putting sprinkles on because why not? But then I thought to myself, what would make these more fun? And then I saw my lights behind me and I was like, oh, maybe we need to do some with purple icing. I don't know what it is, man. I just feel it feels right. That's what we're doing. So stinking cute. Oh, love it. It's a little drippy, but also kind of the right amount of drippy. I feel pretty good about it. Oh my gosh, it's everything. Oh, I'm so excited. You can't tell me this isn't gonna be incredible. You can't. I mean, you can try, but I wouldn't believe you. Yep. Purple was the play here. I wish I had the amounts of like how much icing sugar I did to milk, and I pulled a Christopher and I just kind of was winging it. I was like, I don't know, it would probably be wrong. Turns out it wasn't, and it's perfect. And now I'm mad that I don't even have something to share with you. We're gonna do it. Here we go, everyone. Did I do okay? Bakers out there? I feel like that needs to be filled in. Otherwise it looks too much like a flower. I just want cute little, you know, drizzles down the side. Bakers, I don't know how you do this. I really don't. I just need everything to look exactly how I envisioned, and it doesn't, I just give up. It's super healthy. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, well that one doesn't have enough. I need some of this. Little scrapings from the bottom here. All right, well, I mean, they're not perfect, but neither am I. So I'm gonna let these harden for a bit so then I can eat them.
What you got there?
Look at what I got though. I have very nice looking pumpkin donuts. No one's mad at that. Which one are you going to try?
Which one are you going to use for a thumbnail?
I've already done the thumbnail. This is
Okay. Well, then this one.
the one with the less amount of icing.
Yeah, because the kids want the other ones probably.
That's honestly so fair.
Yeah. Very cakey.
It is made of cake.
That's good. I like it.
Honestly, I have no notes.
Oh,
That's quite tasty.
really good.
Again, some great suggestions from that video, including things like, what did someone, oh right, one of you guys took the donut tray thing that I use for extra pancake batter and put sprinkles in it and then served pancakes that way. Brilliant. That is a great way of using what you already have and presenting it in a fun new way. like a round of applause. Brilliant. Another person used it instead of making donuts to make muffins. Also great. Just some fantastic suggestions. If you ever come across one of my videos and it's not like brand new, or you like come back to it, check the comments because every single one of you are so encouraging and lovely and have so many great ideas to share and creative solutions. Like, it's so nice. I love it. Makes me happy. Speaking of something else that makes me happy, I have another air fryer recipe for you. This one is one of the more recent recipes I want to say that we've tried that I just really loved and I thought it was fantastic. Air fried gnocchi French fries. So technically at this point you want to be preheating your air fryer. Sometimes I do videos like this where I like test things in one video and I put it in another video, but I'm still doing the recipe in one video. And it's a little bit of like mental gymnastics. It's like I need to preheat it, but I can't, but you can't see me preheat this. Hold, I'm gonna preheat it. I'm gonna preheat it over there, hang on. Haha, you guys all knew this. It doesn't need to preheat. This is great, this is great. We're gonna put the gnocchi in here. This is fresh gnocchi. We need a bunch of spices. All right, we need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. It's not an exact, at least I don't think it needs to be. A teaspoon of paprika and a teaspoon of oregano flakes, the dried stuff. And we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Excellent. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we mix. Smells really good. All right, that feels good. So I'm gonna pop this into the air fryer. It needs to be in a 400-degree air fryer for, I think, 7 minutes? Yeah, 7 minutes, and then you give it a shake, and then 7 more minutes. So I'll be back. Look at these. Oh my gosh, you need to experience these bad boys. They're like crispy. They look and smell delicious. I will say that. I beg your finest pardon. These are so good. The thing about the spice mix, I'm not a fan of whatever spices are on here. I say that as if I didn't do that. Need more salt. That did nothing, but whatever. Or like a seasoning salt, that's what it needs. Seasoning salt. I don't know if it's gonna stick to it, but. Okay, notes. I feel it's too much paprika. I'm not as big a fan. Like, I think the oregano's fine. It just felt like too much. The paprika adds a smokiness, but it's almost too much and almost makes it mildly spicy, but not in a spicy way, if that makes sense. So I would maybe add chili powder or something instead, or like a crispy chili dipping sauce or something, and then seasoning salt for sure. Those are really good. 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Hands down, you need to make this. It's so good. They were crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. The taste was really good. I just switch up a lot of the spices. The seasoning salt made a huge difference, but they tasted like French fries, but just in a different way. It didn't taste like really hard, disgusting pasta shell or anything like that. Like, it honestly, it was really good. One person flagged, by the way, if you are going to try it, to do enough servings to feed whoever you are feeding in that present moment, because I guess reheating them, they don't reheat as well and they turn into quote unquote rubbery pebbles. Fair enough? Fair enough. I also love the comments where you guys are like, I'm gonna go in the morning to go get gnocchi. That's how I read it in my head. And I really like it. Made me really happy. So thank you to everyone who commented, who watched all of the video, all of the videos throughout the year. I appreciate you and thank you so much. It's just really unbelievable that I get to do this. I hope you enjoyed this wrap up. Make sure you check out the Kitchen Gadgets wrap up if you haven't already, and subscribe. New videos here every single Saturday. Have a wonderful new year, since I won't catch you until 2025. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.